Welcome back. Television advertising works. Otherwise, companies wouldn't spend billions of dollars a year getting them made and put to air. But what makes a great ad? Some are rubbish, others are fabulous, some are deliberately outrageous. Well, now Australia's best advertising minds are about to pass judgment on the commercials that work, those that don't, and those that just make us crazy. Gavin Alder has the verdict.
Hello, I'm a Mac.
And I'm a PC.
Twing, twing.
They entertain and annoy us in equal measure.
No need to thank me.
Good or bad, TV ads are designed to make an impact. Tonight, our expert panel decodes the best, the worst and the most complained about.
Let's just take everything off air, just in case the loud minority like you guys are upset about it, because we'll never say anything about anything.
Paul Gardner is chairman of Grey Advertising. Simon Hammond is a leading brand expert and director of Bastion Brands. From Deakin University consumer behaviour analyst Paul Harrison, and keeping all of them on their toes, advertising watchdog Julie Gale of Kids Free to Be Kids.
That's very try-hard.
A little later, we'll reveal the very best TV ad of all time. But considering nearly 4,000 complaints were lodged with the Advertising Standards Bureau last year, what better place to start?
That ad is stupid.
That's fun. Come on. It feels like that was a male making an ad for males.
Maybe that's the thing.
There's a fine line between information and entertainment, isn't there? That conveyed no information.
What about me?
Advertising's Moulin Rouge, isn't it? You get a lot of people that can't sing together in a big production.
Amy, over the last 20 years, have done a great job in making situations, without taking themselves too seriously, come to life, and they've been able to keep their brand high.
I mute the TV when the ads come on. I can't stand ads, and I teach my kids to pull them apart and be really cynical, and I'm cynical. That's so contrived, I can't stand it.
I can't believe they've used that. I mean, that is a sledgehammer approach.
And let us remember that most people in advertising are men. Do you think a man's created that?
No doubt a man's created that, I reckon.
I think it's an attempt at humour,
Yes.
but I think that they've...
By a
pretty
guy
lame.
for a female product.
Yeah.
At work, I used to tame my peri-peri cravings with
Wrong on so many levels.
I think it's got an edginess to it and a heat to it, and it kind of fits with their chicken.
But how can you be wanting at the end of it to promote a family brand with your whole family there, with the kids there, and then a woman in a strip club?
From the most complained about to the most successful. But even effective ads don't please everyone.
There are so many problems with the Dove ads.
The bottom line is that it's a good ad. I mean, it sells Dove products and it's created a great position for Dove.
It's all about getting people to buy their products. It's not about being good to women.
But that's a very cynical view, Julian. I think one step in the right direction is better than no step.
First, soak in life, then soak in Omo.
Very contrived, very contrived. I like to see more men represented doing the housework.
That didn't work for me, that did it work for you?
Absolutely not.
Adland doesn't reflect the real world. You know, Adland reflects the desired world, this amazing world that people live in. Can you guys tell me, is that real? Is there actually a machine that does that?
Yeah.
Everyone knows what Coca-Cola tastes like.
Yeah.
Everyone's tried Coca-Cola, right? But what they try to do is to put it against the concept of when you're having fun, Coke is a natural part of that time.
I have to walk past his room in the morning.
I tell you, that's an incredible campaign.
Powerful.
I think the TAC ads and all of those ads are really effective.
You've hit the nail on the head of some true fears in kids where they see a myriad of people they could affect.
Here's a lesson for all advertisers. Just because we like your ad doesn't mean we'll use your product.
I love the ad, but I don't think of Qantas.
You think of Australia,
And I think the thing
that's
is,
where they're going wrong.
who's the target market? For me, it just leaves me cold because it's just been played for such a long time. It must be like 15 or 20 years old.
Look at all these. Ah, yeah, you see, when I saw...
I wonder what happened to the advertising industry when they created that piece of crap.
Rubbish.
There are category building ads and that's a category destroying ad.
Yeah.
And that destroys this category, and ANZ think they're going to get some kudos from that. They won't.
And now, as promised, our panel nominated Best Ad of all time. To find it, we've had to turn back the clock 26 years.
Great old ad. Fantastic ad.
It set the way for what Apple was going to become, which was a societal commentator, not just a maker of products.
It was an ad that was actually launched during the Super Bowl. to launch Apple, and so all the iPads and all the iPhones and everything that's something today is all down to that one ad. It ran once.
And I think that makes it the best brand on earth today.
Still to come, what's really in your mince?
They're doping the mince to make it look fresher than it actually is.
Chemicals that should be off the menu.
By adding sulphide to meat which they're selling should be investigated by authorities.
Why the supermarkets spike your meat.